Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome and welcome back. I'm here today with some journal cards. Yeah, I've already made one. I just didn't mood for messing today, so I've done a bit of messing. I've made these from a previous Collage Masterboard that we made. I'll link it below if you've not watched it. But you could do these with anything. It doesn't have to be a masterboard. Any piece of card would do. And yeah, it's just... yeah, that's the colour on the back, which I'm leaving. I like it. If you use a darker pen, you can journal on that. I think these are thick enough without putting more paper on. So let me show you what I've done. Right, first, I put a little bit of gesso on. I just wanted to mess with gesso. I don't often use gesso. So here it is. That's mine. Acrylic gesso. I like this brand because I've had it for years and it still works. I've had it a couple of years now. It weren't cheap, but this is why I like it. Oh, I've got a bit more out than I wanted, but hey ho. If that happens, I just use the lid as well. There you go. I've wiped some off on that. Right, and I'm just gonna randomly put a bit on. I just wanted to, I don't know what I wanted to do. See, it just dulls down your background, doesn't it? So I put a little bit that way. I'll do this card as well. Wee, we've got a wee in. Then a bit that way. I suppose I wanted to experiment and play and mess. See what ink looks like where gesso is and see what it looks like where gesso isn't. Don't know why I went posh then. It's not like me at all. Right. That's that. Oh, a bit of my paper's coming up there. I'm just going to stick it back down with a bit of gesso. There you go. It's not technically a glue, but yeah. Right, that's that. I'm just using one of them cheapy sponge daubers. Then I can shut my gesso back up. It'll be okay for another day. Right, then I'm going to come in and do a bit of inking. I've not put an awful lot of gesso on, so it's not going to take a great deal of time to dry. Well, yeah, I just thought, right, today, Julie, use something that's you've already made, something that's unfinished. Use some stuff from around you. And I've done a lot of butterfly projects last week or so. And when I was looking for my butterfly fussy cuts, I found a box. Look at the size of it. I've got all these big birds cut out. I'm like, what am I going to do with them? Then as I was tidying up further, I come across these. It were half of the Collage Masterboard. We made tags with the other half. If you did watch, again, I'll link that below because I did the masterboard and made the tags all in one video. And I did say I'll be using other tags for some journal cards. Right, so it's a bit of ink on edge. I just love how that gesso has like dulled it down a bit. Let's just get it a whole different look. I've gone quite close today. I hope it's not too bright for you. I still struggle with my lighting in electric light. I've got the daylight bulbs and everything, but I really struggle to angle it so that you can see and then there's no reflections. So I'm trying really hard to keep all reflective items out of the filming area. Right, and then I just grabbed one of these brushes. You don't need one, I suppose your dauber would do. And I'm just going to put a bit of... Can you see how gesso is? Is it where gesso is? It seems to pick more ink up. So you get a little bit of variation in colour. I just liked it. A bit more. I'm going to start round corner because I don't want a great big splodge in the middle. I mean, some bits have stayed white, some bits are inked. I don't think I've gone as grungy on these two as I did on that one, have I? Let's put a bit more ink on. I was being a little bit tentative. But like I say, with Collage Masterboard, every little bit's different. There's all sorts of bits of paper. I do like these brushes. They're them cheapy makeup brushes. You don't get harsh edges then. Right, I think that's enough inking. Then, what I use is a bit of lace that I've had hanging around my desk for absolutely ages. she says. Where's it gone? But I've knocked it on the floor on a no-note. Here it is. It's like a champagne colour. I paid a stupid amount of money for this, right, off Amazon. When it came, it's like that stuff that's took me a bucket full off AliExpress. But I do like the colour. It's a really nice colour. It sort of blends into the background, but it's there, gives you a little bit of texture, as they say. Right, now this is how I'm going to stick it on. I'm going to move that out of the way now. I've done gesso in. Oh, that looks better. I just put a line of my dry adhesive across. Oh, that must not be end I cut before, because that's cut like someone's done it with a knife and fork. And I've just let my lace just hang. Is there a nice way and a not nice way? I think it looks the same on both sides, to be honest. Oh, slightly nicer on that side. It's just a smidgen of it's hanging up at bottom. There we go. Yeah, you can see all the shine through, and yeah, and it's sticky. I'm going to sort that out in a minute. I'm not sure if I've done this on camera before, how I get rid of that sticky. I use this. It's my powder tool. It's one of them that gets rid of static before you do like your embossing. And I'm just going to run it over where dry adhesive is, and it does two things. Well, it does three actually. It smells gorgeous because it's Johnson's baby powder in it. It gets rid of the shine and it gets rid of the stick. So that's that. Right, let's do the other one while we're doing. It's like a mass make of two. Is that possible, a mass make of two? Yeah. If two qualifies as a mass. Right. Yeah, it's just, yeah, there's like a lip on edge and it looks nicer on one side than the other. So just below edge, woman. I did then run around, let me show you. It's hard to see. I would just run around edge with sewing machine, yeah. Because I didn't want that lace coming off. It's hard to find ways to stick lace on when it's such a, well, it's see-through. There's a word for that, isn't there? Yeah, there is. See-through. And let's get rid of stick. Oh, craft a lunchtime. Tidy my desk and all. Shouldn't be having craft a lunches. All it is it's just them bits of paper that I've used for my gesso. Then I put my lace on top, and now they're all sliding back onto the desk like, me, use me again, please. Right, so that's that on. Now I've got to find some birds. Oh, other little thing I added, I just stuck a label on. I'd put the bird on, and I'd put the sentiment on, and it just looked like it needed something. So I just put half a label on. So I might do the same again. It depends on what birds I use. Well, that's two birds together. They're not going to fit. Sorry, you two. That's a little yellow one. Bit small, methinks. A starling. Do you know starlings are absolutely beautiful, aren't they? You see them scratching about and you don't think out about it, but then when you look close at all those gorgeous colours, they are gorgeous little birds. What have we got here? I don't know what that is. I'm not up on birds. I don't know how I know it's starling. And I used to be in the Young Ornithologist Club at school. But birds is just one more thing I've forgot about. That one looks a bit bland, doesn't it? Let's get the other one out. And I think I'm going to put these in my butterfly journal. Yeah, we don't have to have just butterflies in it. I can stick a few birds in if I want. Because I can't see me ever doing just a birdie project. Them two are gorgeous, but no. Could we put two on? No. Looks like they're the ones I'm choosing from. We've got that one. So I think the Starling's just going to fit nice. I think we can have Mr. Starling on. So I don't know whether I want him on there or there, though. There will do. Then, I do like him. We're going to have to put him a little bit. I try to want to put him how they would naturally be sat. However that is, I don't know. I can't remember what they look like in the book I cut them from. He's a bit boring. I wanted some with a bit of colour. I should have checked which other ones fit. Oh, what's this at bottom? Oh, it's that same couple I've already had. Yeah, we're stuck with them too. So, yeah, you might be a bit... I suppose when he's outside, other two will look alright, won't he? Right, you will have noticed that when I cut these out at book, I like fussy cutting feet. I really don't want to do that. So we've got to finish fussy cutting the feet. I made a mess of that one's foot, and that's why I put my sentiment on his foot. But I like it. It looks like he's sat on that. It's like a little sign or something with a word on. So I think I'm going to copy that on these. They're not rocket science, these. They're not difficult. Ooh. I think I might have chopped one of his toes off. Sorry, mate. Oh, look at this one. I think this one needs its nails clipping, then it'd be easier, wouldn't it, to cut round, but it's not for me to say that bird's got nails that are too long, is it? You don't really get to see, but you don't see birds' feet, do you? Not unless you own a bird. Which I don't. I did have an African grey parrot once. Absolutely gorgeous it were. But my ex got custody. Quite sad actually, because the bird was bonded to me. But he paid for it. That's men for you. Oh, I'm not going to moan about men. I paid for it, I'm having it. Oh dear. So, but I would never get another one because they live so long. It's like, what's going to happen to that bird when I'm gone? I don't know. I really don't know. My daughter wants budgerigars. And I keep saying to her, we'll find somewhere to get them from when pandemic's over and it's... Yeah. I suppose I'm quite overcautious. But it would be different if I still had a car. I don't have a car at the minute and trolling all over country on public transport looking for a budgie. It's not going to happen really, is it? No, it isn't. But she knows she's going to get one. She knows I'm daft when it comes to buying animals. She's got a hamster to keep her company for now. Because I found a lovely lady who delivered a breeder. She sent me all photos of him and everything. And yeah, she delivered him. A socially distanced handover it was as well. Right, I've twittered on about birds, Twitter, boom, boom. About all sorts while I ink them. So that's the birds inks. They're the two I'm going to use. Put your others away. I wish that blue tip were like angled a bit different. But he really would look like he were falling off his perch if I put him that way. Because they tend to sit with their heads straight, don't they, birds? Does it? I don't know. I think I may have just made that up. But, oh, what's this one? It's a bit bland. I prefer the black and white one. Julie, they're the birds you're using. Stop faffing and crack on with sticking them on. Right, again, I'm still using the words that I've got hanging around my table. Yeah, hanging around. I'll be getting my bit of lace first. Oh, that's me. All my bobbins for my sewing machine clanking about there. Right, words. Don't come easy. Where are you? They definitely don't come easy, do they? Because I've lost them. Here we go. I knew I shouldn't have tidied up. I would never have lost them had I not tidied up. Right, what do we want? Courage, nice word. Think big. That's a big bird. Think big. I think I'm just going to do it. Think big and courage. There we go. And the top, I'll show you that. Have a look at that while I cut around these words. Can you see how I've done the top with the hessian and the eyelets and the little bird charm? I took that straight from Zoe at Paper Eve Creations. She'll be blushing again now. Hello Zoe's husband, hello Zoe's kids. In fact, get to bed. This video's going up late. You shouldn't be up. Yeah, done that on something a while back and I absolutely loved it. And I've remembered to do it. I got a happy mail from Zoe the other day, but I'd thought it was something I bought myself. How bad is that for memory? The gorgeous book I've been using to fussy cut my butterflies from. I happened to mention on camera that I'd used all my double butterflies and all my prettiest ones. And I was thinking I'll need to buy another copy of that. Anyway, Tuesday, our poor postwoman rocks up at 4:30. That's how busy she were. 4:30. And she normally gets here between 10:30 and about 1:30. Yeah, what arrives? But one of these books. I'm like, oh, yeah, I must have ordered that, yeah. Anyway, I'll get a text from Zoe later that day. Has a parcel arrived today? I'm like, no. She's like, all right, it says here it was delivered at 4:30. I'm like, no, don't know what that were. Turns out it was a book. I hadn't bought the book myself. Zoe had so kindly bought it for me. And I did send it straight to me. So that's, why have I done 3? We don't want to stay strong. We're strong enough. It's because I'm a rabbiting. Hey, my UK, oh sorry, I just whacked my camera then. My UK subscribers will know a song called Chaz and Dave, Rabbit. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. And then there's a bit where it goes, you've got more rabbit than Sainsbury's. Why don't you give it a rest? Well, one of my US subscribers was asking what rabbit means. I'm like, yeah, it's like waffle. I happened to mention about this song and I'm thinking, people in the US are going to have no idea who Chaz and Dave are they? And I suppose anyone under age 40, 50 probably haven't got a clue who Chaz and Dave are. Right, I'm going to get my glue. I'm using art glitter. I use tacky glue on the other one. I'm using art glitter because it's going to dry a bit quicker for me. And I'm going to put my little word onto lace first. Some of it is obviously going to seep through, not a problem. Because I'm then gonna put a load more on. Because it's got to get through that as well. Also, I have put talcum powder on. So we want plenty to make sure it sticks. Talcum powder. Well, yeah, that powder tool is talcum powder. Right. Where do I want him this time? I think I need a bigger label this time. Courage. We'll put you there today, Courage. You can go there. The bird will look like it's sitting on you just. It's going to be a struggle with this bird, isn't it? I think I'm going to need a bigger label. That would have been lovely had it not been upside down, but I think that's going to natter at me if I leave that upside down. I just can't do it. It's not happening. Not when it's like a focal point kind of thing. Well, it's not the focal point, that's the birdie. And I'm going to stick the birdie on. I'll put my dry adhesive on the big bits in the middle. Then I'm going to put some art glitter on little more intricate bits. Whee. Because his feet are going to go onto that lace, I'm just going to put a little extra on his little toes. Not just his little toes, all his toes. Right, I want him all stuck on card. There you go, mate, that'll do. You just look like you're perched on the sign. We'll just miss your beak with sewing machine, I think. I could have done with a bit extra there, couldn't I? Yeah, under his tail, because that's also had to go on. So I'm just going to... had to go on where laces. That's better. There we go. So I shall let that one dry. While we do... We've done that one. I'm like, wow, that's fast. Talk about instant. So let's decide about where you're going, Mr. Starling. I'll glue you on and then I'll faff with some labels. Then you'll both have time to dry before I do the top. Right, think big, that's what we're going to have under Mr. Starling. Or if I suddenly burst into Let It Go, we watched Frozen last night. Dear, not seen that for yonks. And kids absolutely are amazed that I'd forgot what happens. I do. I say it a lot. I can rewatch my favourite films or films that I've really enjoyed and be surprised by them all over again because I forget what's happened in them. Me, a handful of really, really favourite films, I know them off by heart. Yeah, I know the script. But the ones that, yeah, the good films, I just forget them. So I can watch them again a couple of years down the line and it's like, that were a pigging good film, that were. Pigging good film, not seen that before. And kids are like, yes, you have, mother. Okay. Well, I've seen it all over again now, haven't I? I'm the lucky one. Come the zombie apocalypse, if I've only got 10 DVDs, I'll be fine. I've lost my inker now. I'm going to use brush because I've totally lost it. I've already inked him, but there's a few bits where he's a bit too white. And I'm going to get a bit there, just on that white between his feet. They are feet, aren't they? Yeah, of course they are. I'm thinking, are they feet or paws on birds? Yeah. Birds with paws. Whee. And let's get the glue on the other bits. No, I'm singing Chaz and Dave now. Not Let It Go. I wonder if you can hit with copyright claims because you're singing stuff. I've said that before. I've probably said a lot before. Seeing as I forget what I've said. But I don't think they'd actually know what I was singing, would they? They wouldn't have a clue. Right, let's put you on, Mr. Starling. Get your beak on, mate. Get your beak on. Your toes just there. I think we'll have one toe hiding under and one toe on. Yeah. His beak's not on. Is that right? That were very faffy, that were. Faffadoodle-doo. Did he need a bit more under his tail? No, I think I put enough on that one. Right, so that's that. That's that. Right, let's pick a couple of labels, because we've done it there. We need to do it here now. Right, what we got? That can have a bigger label, but then we don't want to overshadow the little birdie, do we? Private collection. I don't know why that's just wrong. Declined. Oh, no, we don't want to decline that little bird, do we? No. What else we got? We could put a big specimen label. No, too big. No, don't like the colour. I'm very picky with these labels. Blank, too blank. Bit of blue. No. Green. I think, I don't know. No. I think I like that one. Yeah, it'll cover up that word that's upside down that's really nattering at me. And yeah, I like it. Right, let's have one for Mr. Starling. Which one shall we have for you, matey? Oh, that's a nice one. But the colour just does not go one little bit. What about a red one? Do you know, I think I might like that red one. I might want a coloured one on there now. I may have changed my mind, you know. I don't like that green. It's too green. It's not dark enough. If it was a darker green... Oh, what's this? No. I want that in a darker green, like yeah, bottle green. Is that bottle green? I think a bottle green has been darker. My jumper at school were bottle green. Oh, that green. Yeah. I think we can have just half of that one on, can't we? It's going to be a chair. Do we really want a chair? Oh, that's a darker green. but it's got nothing on it. I'm really milking it now, aren't I? Do you know when I want some colour on there, but I don't want it too bright. That's what I'm thinking. If it's too bright, it just won't do. So if I get a label with a bit of colour on, then job's done, isn't it? But could it be the private collection one I'm looking for? No, don't like it. All these labels and I can't pick one. Yeah, do it. I'm doing it. Stick. I'm not altering that again. I know we can see that it says no. It's ON, but now it looks like no. So just do it. Stick it on. Stop faffing. Yeah, it's going that way. Talk about indecisive. That were absolutely ridiculous. There we go. Yeah, I like it now. Yes. I'm beginning to wonder if I like that one. That yes. Just put it on, woman. Put a bit of... I could have done that with green. Put some ink on it to darken it. I bet there were people out there saying, put some ink on it to make it darker. And I weren't listening. I was too busy faffing about labels. I'm going to slide that up and cut a bit of it off, I think. Yeah, just a smidgen. Right, I'm just going to do a straight stitch round edge. I'm not going to mess about with my camera so that you can see me sew. I will just sew without you. 2 ticks and I'm back. And I'm back, all sewn. Oh, I've not trimmed that one. Yeah, like I said, it's just like a... It's not cream, it's like a beige. It's about the same colour as that lace, to be honest. I didn't want it to stand out, but I just wanted that little bit of detail. Because that's what these tags are all about. Lots of little details, but nothing apart from the bird that stands out too much. Right, let's crack on with the tops. Using Zoe's method. I love it. Absolutely love it. I want to make them the same width. How much did I use? Were it that? No, weren't that. With that one I was cutting. Yeah, with that one. Just carry on cutting down there, woman. Don't get all your bits all over everything. I don't know why, actually. There you go, blowing them away. And I'm going to get, right, same size as that. So I'll cut just short of that because it is doubled over. Now, if I'd have used forethought and planning, I would have cut them all at the same time. I mean, I don't want them perfect, but I want them roughly. Because if one's really different in a set of 3, it's just going to look weird, innit? I think so. Right. Now, I've got some big clips on my desk somewhere that I'm going to need in 1 second. Why do I lose everything? Why am I so untidy? Why do I not put anything away ever? Well, I do. Sometimes, like these. Clipsy clip. I don't know why I did that. Right, I'm going to get some of my art glitter again, and I'm just going to put a line there in the middle. Then a line there. Plenty, because I know it's going to soak into that Hessian. And then I'm going to... Which way around were it? That way. Yeah. About that. About yay far down. And then about same on back. Now, no way on earth is that I'm going to be able to hold that while it sticks. So that's what Hessian's for. And this one didn't want to go on as easy as the last one did. That's why. I sort of squeezed the top to put a sort of crease in. Watch it over a bit, woman. There you go. And I just popped these clips on while it dried. It didn't take long to dry. Remember, it's art glitter glue. Dries super quick. That's well wonky. And I'm going to do the same on this one. Plenty on. It's going to soak in. I want to squeeze that now, and we're going to put that down. It's got glue on both sides. There we go. Do not fall over. Don't go all over my lace. Stay. There you go. We can play. Wait, what's that game you used to do with cards? Not 52 card pickup. I still play that one now sometimes. Houses. You used to build houses with cards, didn't you? I've not done that in donkey's years, I think. I may have to. If we get really bored of a Christmas, we'll do one. Grab another couple of pegs. There's one. Where's another one? I don't know where's another one. Peg. They're here in a drawer outside me. But I may have used them all up. Oh no, I need more pegs. I'm down to 3. I think this started off as a set of 6. So it's like, on my last video, one of my subscribers, I apologise for not remembering names. I'm so bad at it. And when I was, oh, that's stuck now. I'll borrow one for there. I can never find things. And this lady was saying the same. And she's had about 6 pairs of the tiny Tim Holtz 5-inch scissors. And I'm like, yeah. And I said, I had 2 pairs. And I'm sure I've still got 2 pairs, but I don't think I ever see both pairs at the same time. How strange is that? Right, I'm going to use the small awl on my crocodile, which is small. It has a size on it, 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to put 2 holes in. I'm judging where to put my holes because I'm going to put them just down below where its stitching is. You probably can't see, but I can. Don't panic. Don't panic. I didn't go quite far enough in on that one, so it's going to look a bit weird, but we like weird, don't we? Right, I've got my eyelets out on the desk somewhere. Eyelets. How can I lose so many? It's not that I've lost them. I think sometimes when I'm on video, if I don't see it instantly, I'm like, oh, is it gone? I've lost it. And I haven't. It's just on a different side of the desk to where I look first time. And I just need to chill out a little bit and stop whittling. Right. Squeeze it. There we go. Yeah, this one's going to be right at end at Hessian. Good job I glued it as well, isn't it? So I misjudged that slightly, but we're not looking for perfection. Sometimes the imperfection is good. I'm sure I read or heard something somewhere that Romany gypsies, when they're doing embroidery, they put mistakes in on purpose because the only perfect thing is God. So they don't want to do perfect embroidery. So, I suppose just in case it's perfect, put a mistake in on purpose. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea where I heard it or saw it. Probably on some documentary on telly. I do like a documentary or 6. I'll be Googling it or remembering to ask she who shall Gert. We'll call her Gert. Yeah, she's very quiet, is our Gert, lately. I personally think what's happening is she's getting better at understanding me. So she's not piping in as much. And I'm missing her really. Maybe if I got a Gert Mark II, that one might pipe up more. Right, so that's my holes. I know you can see a bit of that glue through at a minute, but as it dries, you won't see it. And I'm going to use some twine and a couple of charms. There's no jewellery making tools required for these charms. Right, I bought this random bag of bird charms last year and never used them. So, we don't want that big bird on a swing. I put a little one there because I didn't want to cover his face up. I like that one, but it's got quite a chompy little man. Oh, I like that one. That one would go nice with him, I think, yeah. And who we're going to have with Mr. Starling? I don't know, does it look like a... I don't know what that looks like, but I don't think I like him with Mr. Starling. Oh, I think I'm going to have him with Mr. Starling. And that one there. Oh, that one dangles by his tail. That one's got 2 holes on. But it don't matter if it's got 2 holes, does it? Oh, little birdhouse. That's so cute. Yeah, this was just a random bag from AliExpress. You didn't know what you were going to get. It's a bit like a box of chocolates, isn't it? AliExpress is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah. So I've just equated AliExpress to life there, haven't I? Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Although I find it takes that long for things to come. If it's not exactly as ordered, you forgot what you ordered by the time it gets here, so you never know. So you're always happy. You're just happy to have something new drop through letterbox. It's like, ooh, what was that? Right, so there we go. That's not best bow in world, but hey ho. Just tighten it back up, and I'm just going to snip those ends a little bit. Then just one to go. I'm really not sure about having this one dangling by his tail. But then that one is huge, isn't it? That's huge. Huge. That's a hummingbird, so no, I don't want him. Just use the one you've got. This is label all over again, this, isn't it? Just put him on. You know, I do all this and then I don't know why I got so hung up over one label. I just wanted the perfect label. I wanted to do the things I tell you that, yeah, you don't have to do that. Just pick a label, any label. They'll all look good because you picked them. Yeah, I think it's time for new labels, actually. I need to... If anyone's got any recommendations... It's not that I don't like the labels I've got, but sometimes you need a change, don't you? They say a change is as good as a rest. So, and I know lots of people have got labels now. Most of the ones I've got there are Tracy Fox, Kelly's Crafts by Kelly, Mad Paper Crush. And yeah, I just fancy a change. So if you fancy a change, and you've not had any by those people I've mentioned, right, this dangly feet bird, it doesn't work. It's not going to dangle. I think I may have to go for that one there. It's a bit weird, him though, isn't it? Oh, what's that one on a branch? I'm a bit, not thrilled with the choice of birds on here, to be quite honest. I think it's going to have to be that little dicky bird on a branch. Or that one. Oh, what's him? We've just used him. Can we have 2 the same? I really wanted to do all different, but it's looking like I'm going to have to use 2 the same. And it's going to be that one. I might change the other one on the first bird at some point. I don't really know. And I don't need to thread that yet. I want to tie it, then thread that through the bird, and then the bird will lay flat. That's the reasoning behind doing it. Then it just eliminates the need for a jump ring, because it's knocking on here a bit. It's getting late. I don't think I could see to do a jump ring. Right, we've done. Wow, that last bit was such a faff, weren't it? Faff-a-doodle-doo. Oh, I like it though. I like them. I'm really pleased with how they've come out. Like I said, I don't often do birds, but yeah. Right, I'm going to shut up now and go then. So thank you very much for watching. I'll put all the links I mentioned in the description, and I'll see you next time. Bye.